The woman swung a baseball bat and smashed a hole in the ceiling, and in an instant a large pile of cash poured down. All of it was money her boyfriend had secretly stashed, yet just the day before, he had lied to her, claiming his company had gone bankrupt, and that he wanted to break up. It was only after she unexpectedly heard the voice of the baby in her womb that she realized he had betrayed her. Following the baby's guidance, she went to the mall it mentioned, and immediately saw her boyfriend buying a diamond ring for her best friend. Anger surged within her, and she wanted to confront them, but the baby stopped her using a strange power. The baby told her to return home and retrieve the hidden money, because all of it had been taken from her through lies and excuses over time. Without hesitation, she rushed back and broke open the ceiling with the bat. She quickly gathered the falling cash and stuffed it into a suitcase. Suddenly she heard the door open. Her boyfriend had returned, bringing her best friend with him. Luckily they did not notice her presence. When he entered the bedroom, he found it in complete disorder and realized the money was gone. The woman felt relieved and satisfied, but the baby said a bigger surprise awaited. It told her to go to the stock market and buy shares of the company her boyfriend had claimed was bankrupt. In truth, the company had always been profitable. He had simply transferred assets in secret to create a false image of failure. The woman followed the instructions and purchased a large amount of stock. Unexpectedly, she ran into a former classmate from high school. The man noticed her pregnancy and wondered why her boyfriend was not with her. She told him they had already separated. At that moment, he suddenly began coughing violently. She remembered he had always been frail in school, so she offered to drive him home. The man quietly told his assistant not to come, then agreed to her offer. Inside, he felt a quiet happiness, as he had secretly admired her for years. Since their first meeting long ago, he had fallen for her, but learned she already had someone else, so he buried his feelings deep within. Now that she was single, he believed his chance had finally arrived. After arriving at his residence, she was surprised by how large it was. He explained that the villa was rented after his parents passed away. He had nowhere else to go, and relatives let him stay at a low price. Feeling sympathy, she recalled how he had helped her in the past, so she asked if he would mind sharing the space with her. She could also take care of him. He was overjoyed and agreed without hesitation. He stood up to get a spare key for her. At that moment, the baby inside her grew excited. It said this man was far better than its biological father and wished for him to become its dad. The woman refused immediately, telling the baby not to think like that, but the baby did not want her to miss this chance. In the next instant, a golden glow spread from her belly. She suddenly stood up and walked toward the man, but lost her footing and accidentally kissed his cheek.